So an interesting development has happened in my life recently. Um, it's just got the stage of finding out about something that has the potential to be impactful to my life and my my ability going forward and the way my life will look going forward from here. Um, it's this potential this new development is there's still some other outlying factors that will ultimately affect how impactful this development is able to be in my life. um, will and stuff, but after but with all that said and done, you know um, there's a potential for what I'm left with to be able to be um, um, just it opened up a lot of doors, a lot of options, a lot of things um, that have been in my purview, and just because of limited by financial means, and just not really being able to really think realistically about these options, just kind of have to, I was kind of just um, not really, just not simply hoping and wishing. Sometimes it seemed like that, but anyway, something that might seem like you're just kind of hoping and wishing for, maybe perhaps something that would allow me the the chance, to kind of make a difference and maybe change the trajectory of my last however many years I have on this earth. So this new development, as was some might be already be able to tell it has something to do with money, and everything. So I'll speak more about that. I'm off today, just cleaning my room, and just this I've been kind of thinking about this and just thinking about the different ways, just the different ways that different options or directions or different things that potentialities that this development opens up, and just trying to kind of have a realistic view, try to control my emotions, and really be open to the reality of just the change of circumstances, whether to the positive or to the negative, and stuff, and just kind of having my expectations in check from what um, um, from what I think of this. I do want to talk more about it. I think more will open up once I once the final stages of this development are kind of complete, and I have the the thing in hand, um, or at my disposal. You know what I mean? And then I can kind of speak more about it at the time. But right now, it's just a kind of just a swirling of different thoughts and remembrances of things that have come up that really make this relevant to the question of whether, for some people, this might even be a question, but for some it is a real question about whether our lives are superintended, to kind of use that word, if our lives are indeed overseen, if there is indeed a behind the scenes orchestrator, um, to one's life, and that it is a matter of change of perspective that enables one to um, be coalescent with that with that superintendence, and thereby something of a relationship developing, something of a relationship developing, a and is that what is meant in all the religious pictures of God and man. So um, anyways, could be because yeah, every thought that I think about as as the, this information has impacted my consciousness, and so it's swirling up different different thoughts and different things, and just remembrances of things that I've said, things that I didn't say, things that I just felt in my heart, or was thinking about, um, in my inner self and stuff, and how it's like, it's just, anyways, there's a million ways to look at it. One of my channels is, I'm not sure if it's going to be a channel yet, but I have a playlist at least that I am going to dedicate to a podcast called Double Mind. I have already put a couple videos up there like it, but I'm still working on getting my channels kind of more organized and kind of moving forward with some kind of more momentum. But yeah, I have the channel list that, or a playlist that's called Double Mind, where there's a lot of issues where I do understand how it can be looked at one way and it can be looked at another, and so there is this need for propriety and moderation in the way that one's kind of sees things, because it's I do understand it's important. One can't, once one has been in the practice of seeing things, or looking for things as being signs from, or signs of communication from God, or from or from, yeah, or just from signs of communications in general, then it's hard to break that habit. So, and to I I remember when I several years ago, when it I kind of said, proclaimed in my own self about how I stopped believing in coincidence. I started seeing everything as having to do with some kind of orchestration, or directing, or just some, or every there was meaning behind everything, and that nothing just kind of happened, necessarily random. It can appear random. It does appear random, to us because of our perspective, that we're kind of limited to, um, um, but that there is this larger, picture, this larger, um, thing happening, and stuff. So, anyways, and yeah, I have much more to say about that. But anyways, that's just something, just a new development, that happened. I will speak more about it, and stuff. I've been kind of slow in uploading things. I've been a little discouraged at my gear, and my laptop specifically. My uploading and my editing, are kind of a real drudgery, just because of how slow and prone to fumbling, the whole thing is, just because of, just but I don't know, this new development might be something that I might even be able to address, that, and be able to have the ability to more efficiently, edit and upload something, and I can, I think it will, increase my kind of excitement, because it doesn't suck to do. It's kind of fun to do. I enjoy doing it, but it just takes so much time, and a matter of babysitting, that I know there's options that would, fairly inexpensive options, upgrades that would allow that to not be so much the case. So, anyways, we just wouldn't take up so much of my time and attention when trying to do it. But yeah, so, yeah, so this is Ray. I'm not even sure what channel I'm going to upload this to. It might be my rendered rolls channel, where I'm talking about my bikes and stuff. Yeah, I think it might be that one actually, and stuff, and I can branch it off from different things. But yeah, this is Reynard, and at home on a day off, cleaning up my room, and just getting stuff situated for the next week. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll keep in touch. Thanks to those who subscribe, and who watch my videos. Yeah, we're kind of at the really at the beginning of this still, and I'm hoping to, and intend to, um, kind of kick up my production, here soon when circumstances allow. So thanks again, and we'll see you soon. Take care.